idea or the word fruits of democracy comes from the fact that, we're trying to pose a question on the one hand. Have we been able to reap the fruits of this democracy that has been so hardly fought for?
This concept, I remember, was actually thought of by the founder of Fruits of Democracy, Olwamnqwazi, that why is it that young people of the Nelson Mandela Bay are celebrated once they have left the city?
In 2015, when we initiated the project, it was basically because of what was happening in the media in our city, the municipality. Wherever we looked, it was really about corruption and politicians that did this and all of that. But we knew a sufficient number of people, young people, who were doing excellent work. So that is why we started, and immediately we wanted to convene a group of 80 young people in the locality so that we can just among one another, just note one another and say, look, I've seen what you've done, celebrate it, this is what I'm learning from you, this is what I would like to ask, and do this once a year.
I think if I were to describe PE, for me, it's a fountain of creativity. I think there's so much inherent talent in the city. If you look at its history, there's a strong culture of arts and culture in the city. Activism, vibrancy, it's always been a sort of a meeting point in this region for the Eastern Cape. That vibrancy has carried through in a lot of ways in how people are from PE and in a lot of ways how we do things in PE.
Just to give it a bit of context, Fruits of Democracy started from a non-partisan organization called Inkulu Free 8. This was an organization that saw a lot of young South Africans nationwide coming together and saying, we feel that we have a voice and the leaders and decision makers are not hearing us. So if we come together from a non-partisan perspective, whether you're a member of the ANC, the DA, the EFF, whatever your political affiliation may be, this is a forum where we as young people come together and speak the same voice. And one of our slogans was, nothing for us without us. If you're going to make decisions about young people, you involve young people and not come together as, retirees and sit and make decisions for young people on their behalf without any of them being represented.
Abantu abaqala Fruits of Democracy, I think that drive a passion to change ibai. Like artists recognize with respect of ibai.
The partners that are involved in the project come from different sectors. So we are able to, lean on those expertise in terms of getting a sense of who are the movers and shakers within those fields.
But another maybe important aspect and sponsorship that we've had and have enjoyed is the Red Location Art Gallery. And we've been able to tap into the historic narrative of Nelson Mandela Bay. We've been able to tap into the arts and culture sector.
People can then nominate somebody that they think is has the values or the caliber that we outline in our criteria. Once we get those nominations, then we have a process where we evaluate. The nomination process itself is a very public and transparent process, so we are very upfront in terms of the criteria that we use to award.
If we could, we would want to take each and every one of those names and build a sustainable profile, not just nationally but internationally, in order to move, much more practically those young and emerging leaders that are developing in the Nelson Mandela Metro.
So this was basically a platform to say, let's showcase these people, let's profile them, let them be a part of our alumni, and let them use their networks as well to say that they are part of this movement.
The sort of vision that we have for the awards is that it will really be a platform and an opportunity for some the talent that is no longer even in the Eastern Cape or in PE to come back and plow back in, you know, to want it to be this network of excellence.
Kula event ye Fruits of Democracy wakumandi shem, like yo ubona abantu be excited ufumana awards, ubona abantu like youngsters ezifana nam come together excited ufumana award, ufumana recognition.
From celebrating this talent, we also wanted to have proper engagements around what it meant for us then and what it means for us now, to be in a democratic South Africa, in a democratic city.
About the Fruits of Democracy, I think they must continue doing what they do. And I feel like funeke bangahlali endaweni inye baqophozele kwi-townships because ikhona i-talent kwi-townships and abantu be-Fruits of Democracy are more capable ukuruma la talent inside the townships.
So Fruits of Democracy is that account, therefore, of young people, of emerging leaders, of you know, people who feel that they do not have to wait for anyone to do anything, and that come hail or high waters, they really would actually fight for the ideas that they've actually established.